as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. Here we're playing as a hunter. Started off 1-1. Deck seems alright. Not great, not terrible. We'll see how far we can go. I'm just feeling pretty content in my new role in my new life as more of a Hearthstone entertainer than as like a Hearthstone top pro. It's unlikely you're going to see that many 12-0s on this channel, but we're going to have a good time, and you know what? All it takes is one good run, and we might climb on up there. Nuke Monkey North America the Paladin. That is a fantastic name. Okay, so tough choices here. I have good 4-drops, but that's not really what you want to keep in your opening hand. Deadly Shot is a tricky keeper against Paladins because they are going to be throwing out those 1-1s, so it's less likely on average than against other classes to actually work. And the Questing Adventure, I mean, that's not really what you want to play on turn 3. You want to bring that out later. So I could mulligan these two and plan to coin one out on turn 3 and the other on turn 4, but that leaves me with nothing on turn 2 unless I get lucky with my mulligan. It's a risky move to mulligan like that. I could mulligan everything but the Senjin, let's say, and then hope I get some increase my odds of getting early drops. All right, we'll try this. Let's keep one good 4-drop, mulligan everything else, and see what we can do. I think that was a pretty tough decision. Okay, well, we end up getting a curve of sorts, 1, 2, 3. Although this buzzard is unlikely to be playable because it was nerfed for no. Oh my god, I'm so bitter, guys. I have to make a confession. I am really freaking bitter about this buzzard nerf because now I can't even play this. If he had made a recruit, I couldn't play it. As it happens, I can't play it anyway because of this 1-1 business. But man, that's so terrible. Okay, let's go ahead and use the coin here. That seems like a fine idea. We'll coin out an animal companion, see what we get. That was actually probably the best thing I could have gotten. So don't let paladins keep creatures. Let's just get rid of this thing. He does get a little bit of card advantage there because he used a card to trade with my card, but he got a 1-1 at the end of the deal. So that's definitely good for him. But this is nice. It means I can actually theoretically play the Starving Buzzard and have a shot in hell of it living. Fairy Dragon. Oh dear. Okay, well, this thing is gonna kill my bear. The problem is if I leave this alive, my opponent could just put Divine Shield on it and then kill my bear and get to keep the creature. So I'm actually gonna do this trade, crazy as that is. Might as well cash in the flare. I mean, actually, hold on. I might keep this flare because of, secrets and stuff. Okay, we'll play the buzzard. We'll do the trade. And we're gonna pass the turn. So it kind of sucks that if he makes a 1-1, I can't use the buzzard to kill it. I have to just let it live. Okay, so he's not making a 1-1, which is okay, I suppose. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play Ascension to protect our buzzard here. Our fragile, fragile buzzard. And then pass the turn. So, yeah, I couldn't really get rid of this creature, so I just had to hope for the best. This could get very, very bad very quickly right now. So I kept a flare instead of getting a card. What that means is that if he plays a Noble Sacrifice or something, I can actually get rid of it. But it also means that there's a card down here that might have been really helpful to me that I don't have right now. So it's hard to say whether that was a good move or not. Okay, so this person plays very cannily. He is playing around Explosive Shot by putting the stealth creature in the middle. So he's done a very nice job doing that. What I can do, however, is kill his stuff anyway, and that's what I'm going to do. Question is how. So I don't have any beasts. I don't get any cards off this buzzard. I can play a Wild Pyromancer and then Flare, which would kill off my buzzard. Oh, that's not good. Wow. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. We're just going to do this simple. We're going to do it like this. Then we're going to Explosive Shot that. We'll swing for 2 with the buzzard. This guy already attacked. Pass the turn. Okay, still, he just needs one good card and he's right back in it. I wish I hadn't mulliganed my Deadly Shot now, because if he plays like a Sunwalker or something, my not having Deadly Shot here is going to ruin me. Frost Elemental. Pretty big dude. Can I get a beast, please? Not a chance. So this guy doesn't actually help. My Senjin's still gonna die to the Frost Elemental, unfortunately. Wild Pyromancer plus Flare is gonna just kill my guys, so that's not good. I can play Spellbreaker, silence my own guy, run them into his Frost Elemental, accept the 2-for-1. It's an option, I suppose. Do I have a better one? This doesn't really work. Oh boy. I think it's my best option, so we're gonna do it. Silence this to unfreeze it. 2-for-1 myself. Sad that I drew no beasts. And we'll put another creature on the board. So I have to be careful now. Flare will damage my stuff. Which is annoying because it'll mean the Spellbreaker goes down to 2 health, which means it dies to Consecration. But it also means I have a way to kill off any 1/1s he makes this turn. Or pop a Divine Shield and whatnot. Yes, yes. Think carefully, sir. So we're equal on cards. Very tenuous position for me, though. Justice. Ah. Oh, that's pretty large. That is actually really unfortunate. So Flare takes us down to 5 health. It's not enough for this to kill it. I don't have any buffs. Crap. Well, let's draw a card. See if it can help me. Or do I want to play the Questing Adventure first and then draw a card? What could realistically help me? A Deadly Shot. You know what? I'm gonna hope for the Deadly Shot and call it a day. Scavenging Hyena is pretty much terrible. So do I 2-for-1 myself again? No, I don't think so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay out this Questing Adventure as bait, and I'm gonna start to rest or to race. So the idea here is that he really wants to kill the Questing Adventure with the Guardian of Kings, I hope. And then my stuff lives and I can start attacking a lot. So that's the idea anyway. See how well it all works. Uh-oh. He's got something. Oh, no. Okay. Whew. I was worried he'd have something better. Alright, it's not too bad. If I draw another spell, Flare plus that other spell will kill off the raid leader.
Reporting for duty.
Which would be nice. Iron Beako! Corehound would be so much better here, it's not even funny. Okay, so I think I am going to Flare up. That seems like the right move. It'll make the Flesh-Eating Ghoul bigger, but the Flesh-Eating Ghoul is already big enough to kill everything I have, so I might as well just do it. Draw a card. Okay. So I could play the Darkscale Healer to heal my team, which doesn't really help at all, because everything is going to die anyway. With the exception of the Spellbreaker, who could run into the raid leader. I think that's actually better than drawing the Savannah Highmane. So we're going to do this to heal up the team. I will use the... Can I race him? No, I can't race him. I'm going to use the Pyromancer. Well, let's use the No Mission Venture to kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Use the Pyromancer to kill that. Spellbreaker to kill that. And sure, I'll play a Scavenging Hyena. Let's have this ready on the field before I drop my Savannah Highmane. So my opponent will have to target this first before he can take care of the Highmane, otherwise this is going to get buffed a whole lot. Because when the Savannah Highmane dies, this gets buffed, and then when the Hyenas die, this can also get buffed. So it's something that, as a Paladin, or any opponent, you have to kill right away, once the Hunter's other beasts hit the table.
Your magic
well, it's going to silence it, so that's that. Okay. Well, Stampeding Coat is a good draw. I think it's worth waiting on the Savannah Highmane for, so we'll do this. Don't let Paladins keep creatures. I want to get rid of that guy because he's already dead to Consecration. If I'd used the Darkscale Healer to attack, all 3 of these other creatures would have died to a Consecration. And, well, we've gone a long time without a Consecration, so it's likely to be coming up soon, if it's going to come at all. Alright, so he silenced my Hyena and then Kodo'd it, which I guess I'm fine with. Ancient Watcher, does he have a silence for this thing? Divine Favor draws him just a single card, so it's no good. Okay, well, I think now is the time to start racing. So we're gonna do this. Steady shot, swing, and swing. I don't want to play this. There's nothing to silence except for this guy, which I don't want to silence, obviously. And yeah, we're looking pretty good, actually. He's gonna need, you know, he's in a do or die situation. He's dead in 3 turns to the steady shot. Plus, this tiger's very good too. That's a desperation move for sure. If he had an answer, he would have used it. He's gonna draw a card. I guess it's possible that he has an answer and mana to spare. It smacks of desperation, let's say, to put Blessing of Wisdom when you're about to die.
The victory.
Okay, so that's the game. Like I said, 4 drops, 5 drops, win games. Alright, we're up to 2-1. Look at that new key being made. One of the things I find kind of irritating is that when you go into your stats page, like, it doesn't tell you what the highest number of wins you've ever had. It tells you what your highest key is. So for me, it's like Ruby key, and I'm like, what the hell is a Ruby key? I don't know what that is. I guess it's 9 wins because that's the highest I've ever gotten, but I wish it would just tell you the actual number of wins that you've ever hit as your highest total, rather than just telling you what kind of key it was. Like, I don't know what kind of key I have right now. What is it, a frost key? Is it a blue key, gold key? I don't know. Up against a mage, Jahans the mage, very nice. I'd say mages are probably pretty good against this deck. Oh, fucking buzzard. God, mother, Jesus. Well, this all needs to get mulliganed. In olden times, I would have kept the buzzard around, just to have a turn 2 play, but here, obviously, it just needs to be mulliganed because it'll die. Ironbeak Owl, I hate you. Go away. Stop it. Ah, jeez. Okay, so I wasn't lucky enough to get my 1-drops. That's unfortunate. This is actually like a really terrible starting hand. We got this piece of shit, and we have this guy who's not good until later. This could be okay, but it's probably not gonna be. Ah, Hunter's Mark. Awesome. I don't want to lay this down because it might just be totally wasted, so we're gonna steady shot and call it a day, I guess. Oh man, this hand is so bad. I can't even believe it. How bad it is. Just nothing that you can play onto an empty board and feel good about it. Oh my goodness, that is a problem. Starving Buzzard, go away! I hate you! Ah. Okay, so if I play Explosive Trap now, this guy's just gonna get Wind Fury Enraged, which is awesome. I could play a Hunter's Mark on it and Explosive Trap and like voluntarily 2-for-1 myself. I could silence it and just have the owl die. Oh man, this just dies. This is so bad. You know what? Maybe I need to start prioritizing cards that are playable onto an empty board. Maybe that'll be like my new strategy. Call it empty boarding. That's such a great name. Empty boarding. It's prioritizing creatures that you can drop onto an empty field. Like I have lots of stuff that I can play, but it's just all sort of like weirdly conditional. I think the right move is just to do this. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I think that's about as good as I can get here. Maybe if she plays another 2-toughness creature, I can Hunter's Mark and then play Explosive Trap and not feel bad about it. Just gonna enrage her own guy. Okay, that's something you can do, I suppose. I guess that is hitting me pretty hard. Okay, well, we're gonna have to lay the Explosive Trap now. And do I play this Buzzard just to have it die? Nope. I'm gonna steady shot. I feel like I'm playing a 1-turn kill deck, except I don't have any of the stuff to do 1-turn kill, because it was nerfed out of the game and doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. So anyway, this thing should be taken care of now, unless she heals it or something. Which I guess is fine. So I had the right trap, thankfully. We're at the same life total, which is nice, because of my steady shots. Alright, that's not a big deal. It's fine. So I could play the Buzzard, the Owl, draw a card, but this thing can actually kill that stuff as well. Alright, we're gonna draw a card this way. And play this dude. So I might still play the buzzard and the owl to draw a card and silence something. It just didn't seem like that was worth silencing. Cone of Cold. This is actually a change that was made. Cone of Cold and Blizzard now cost 1 more mana than they used to. So I'm glad that that change finally happened. Okay. Well, here I think is the time to do it. So let's see. I wish I had 7 mana. Then I could play the Questing Adventurer, the Buzzard, and the Owl. But alas, it is not to be. I could wait a turn. I could play like the Azure Drake and then do that next turn. I think I will actually do that. Yep. So the plan is I could play the Hunter's Mark on this, play the Buzzard, play the Owl to silence my own thing, and then use it to kill the Warden that way and get a card. But I'd like to do that after playing the Questing Adventurer, so since I have a reasonable alternative move, we'll do that instead. We're going to make the Drake, draw a card. Deadly Shot, that's nice to have. We'll end the turn. No need to use my Hunter's Mark yet, especially because it's going to buff the Questing Adventurer next turn. And we'll see how it goes.
You like my invention?
Alright, it gives her some card advantage, this Novice Engineer, but I'm happy that she's not doing anything like more impressive with it. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. So, let's think about this. I could use Hunter's Mark on this Warden, use the Gnomish Mender to kill it, use the Azure Drake to kill the Engineer, and then Deadly Shot will kill off the Silvermoon Guardian. Is it worth it to do all that effort for the Silvermoon Guardian? The alternative is to play Explosive Shot. Oh yeah, it's got spell damage, nice. Explosive Shot on this, it'll kill that, pop Divine Shield there. I can then attack there, and then I can attack there, but then this thing will be at 1 health, which kind of sucks. But I could also Owl up and do this first. Then I don't have enough mana to play the Starving Buzzard as well. But I could Owl to do the Divine Shield, Explosive Shot there. That would actually kill this off. I think it's actually worth doing. I'm going to do that. This is very high value for my Explosive Shot. Okay, so I guess we'll save the Hunter's Mark for another day. So now I kept my Deadly Shot. If she plays one big thing, I can Deadly Shot it. If she plays a lot of little things, or like a 4-drop and a 3-drop, that's where I might actually have some trouble dealing with it. Oh yeah, Flame Strike, I forgot about that. That's a card that exists. It's definitely a card that exists. Okie dokie. Mokey pokey. Well, Starving Buzzard. So I could Buzzard Animal Companion, or I could Questing Adventurer Buzzard Animal Companion. I draw 1 less card that way, but I get a 4/4 instead of a 2/1. What's more valuable, an extra card or a bigger creature? I think the bigger creature is more valuable, actually. So we'll do this, then this, and I hope, actually they're all about equally good. I don't care which one I get, really. So I drew a card off of this Buzzard, so if my opponent Flame Strikes here, I do go down a card, but I don't go down like 3 cards, because this guy replaced itself. Another Cone of Cold costing 4 mana. I just feel so good about that. Like, even though it's still amazing, like, I'm just so happy that Cone of Cold costs an extra mana. It just feels like more is right with the world. Interesting choice to ping me rather than pinging down the bear. I wonder why she did that. Okay, well, I think we'll do the Buzzard again. And we'll do a bear. And I'm gonna do Ascension, putting this guy at 5 health. So the idea here is that now if she Flame Strikes, she has enough mana to then kill off the Questing Adventurer, but the Ascension will survive, which is nice. And this guy drew a card, so I'm not that concerned about it. I mean, I obviously would have rather she not have the Flame Strike. Let's be very clear here, but it could have been a lot worse. Like, if you count the cards, I'm still doing all right on the card front. Okay, well, I want to hang on to that Kodo. I think it might be good.
Like to play with fire?
And Steady Shot. Those back-to-back Flame Strikes were unfortunate. I think if she had not had them, I would have been alright. I mean, she could have had like a Blizzard or something else, but yeah, it would have been nice if she had had 1 fewer Flame Strike there for sure. That's 3 Cones of Cold. My God. Honestly.
Drink with me.
Honestly. Oh, Lord. So this is awful because I can't kill this with the Kodo, and I don't want to use Hunter's Mark on it either. She is sending everything at my face. It suggests she has a lot of burn in her hand. Otherwise, I don't know why she'd be doing this the way she is. So, okay, I guess we're going to Deadly Shot because it seems like my opponent represents a lot of burn, and I want to prevent her from dealing damage. I did that in the wrong order. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot about the Wild Pyromancer there. So I could have played the Darkscale Healer, healed up my things, and then Deadly Shotted. They would have still gone back to 1 health, and my opponent could have killed them off pretty easily, but it's better than what I did. Nah, that might cost me the game. Okay, that's great. Glad that happened. Ah, Polymorph. Jesus Christ. Honestly, please just don't play any more spells so my Kodo can kill your worm. Please. Please. Yeah, just ping my sheep. That's right, just ping the sheep. You don't need to play any spells. Nope, thank you. Okay, Stampeding Kodo. And I'm actually in this game. I could make it here. I could still make it. I mean, this is a pretty good board drop right here. They survive Flame Strike and everything. So, Steady Shot, and if I can hit swing for 8, I mean, I'll be just 1 damage away from winning, and I'm kind of okay here. Unless she, like, really lobs a whole bunch of fireballs all at my face at once, should be fine. Okay, so this is actually kind of scary because she can get me down to 10 health, whereupon a fireball or a pyroblast will kill me. Ah, interesting. Okay, can I win? This is 5, 8, 10 damage. All right, I'm gonna flare here. See what I get. Timberwolf. Oh my god, that wins me the game! Timberwolf. Seriously? I can't believe I got a Timberwolf. Well, that's that. And the mage goes down. We'll never know if one of those 3 cards was a Pyroblast, but honestly, I'm just as happy not knowing. Sad I never got to use that Hunter's Mark. And you know what? If I had not messed up, if I had kept my creatures alive by playing the Darkscale Healer first and then using the Deadly Shot, I would have not needed a top deck to get the win. So, bit of a mistake that I don't have to pay for, which I'm not that guilty about because honestly, I've made enough mistakes on this channel and paid for them that, you know, catching a lucky break here and there is not something that I'm going to be all that bothered by. Okay, who's our next opponent? It's gonna be a Warlock. Nice variety here. Ben the Warlock. Oh my gosh, it's one of those. It's like so ridiculously simple as a name, Ben. That it's just it's kind of hilarious. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my 3-drop. I'm gonna send this back. It's mainly just a. Oh whoa, no! Hold on a minute. I'm gonna keep this. What am I talking about? I'm gonna keep this against Warlocks for sure. You can unstealth Blood Imps with this. That's so great. Okay, well, it's a pretty good start. Got a 1-drop. And against a Warlock, this could be nice. Like if he plays a Blood Imp, I could Argent Squire and then Flare and then kill the Blood Imp, which would be hilarious. Oh man, I would get so much joy and satisfaction. Now he passed on turn 1, so no Blood Imp in his opening hand. But hopefully he'll get one later and I can do that, because that would be just so awesome. So I'm going to play this Buzzard out. I mean, it's risky for sure because of Mortal Coil and the stupid nerf. But I think it's better than keeping it in my hand. What else was I going to do? Make a bear with a Buzzard in my hand? That seems kind of silly. So if he's got the Mortal Coil, he's got the Mortal Coil. He's got the Mortal... See, this is a huge deal, this nerf. It's not just for mages and whatnot. It just has such a big impact on the game. Motherfucker. Alright, well... I could do this, silence that, pop Divine Shield, or I could play the Spellbreaker, which is a bigger body. Let's do that. Let's coin out the Spellbreaker.
Your magic shall not save.
Pop to my Divine Shield there. Pass the turn. So the opening has gone okay. He's got 7 cards to my 6, soon to be 7. I've got some weird cards here, like this stupid garbage owl, that may not be immediately helpful. Okay, well I do have Deadly Shot, so that's nice. Alrighty. Even if I had not drawn this Worgen Infiltrator, I still would have not played Flare because it's likely he's going to have a Blood Imp in there somewhere, so I'm not going to play this until like I really feel like I absolutely have to. Ben the Warlock, honestly. Hellfire, it's a pretty good card. That is a pretty good card. Well, so is Azure Drake, so we're back on the horse here. Man, Shadow Bolt or Soulfire would be good for him. Hunter's Mark, oh my god. Why did I try? Oh, it was a bad pack, I'm pretty sure. But, and I was tempted by thoughts of Unleash the Hounds being good someday. But yeah. Demon Fire? Interesting. It's not the ideal answer. And another Demon Fire. Wow, so this gave me a card when it came into play, and it sucked up 2 of his cards. So I guess that's a pretty good trade. I'll take it. Alright, whatever. We'll silence this thing. Stop him from drawing a card. Seems good. And play the bear here. I'll hold on to that flare. It's fine. I don't need it just yet. Card-wise, I'm okay. Life-wise, I'm okay. But if he can clear my board again, which he's done several times, then I might be in trouble. Just because I don't have anything to play.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Don't remove my creatures, please.
What does the
All right, that's fine. I am okay with everything that has happened. Timberwolf is intriguing. It lets the owl trade there. Multi-shot, because of this Boarling, is actually a little bit unfortunate. I could trade the owl for the boar, use multi-shot to kill these. I like that move a lot, actually. Yep. And you know what? I think it's time for the flare. Honestly, it's not going to get any better. Let's get a card. I do, because I do actually need cards now, legitimately. Explosive shot. Okay, never mind. We'll hang on to the multi-shot. I think we'll use explosive shot here. The reason being that it keeps more of my stuff on the board. Oh god, what am I doing? Oh, I forgot this thing has 3 health. Wow. Okie dokie. Sorry about that, folks. That was a little bit of a misplay. Do I just race? We'll try it. We'll see how this goes. So I'm getting him down pretty low. Wow, I could have even like Hunter's marked it and then explosive shot would have killed it. I'm sorry, folks. That was just a mistake. I'm rusty. Forgive me. Forgive me. Yeah, we'll see if he's got removal. My stuff's all pretty fragile. I'm pretty happy to see this, because... Drain life, okay, that's fine. So he gets some health, which is a little bit annoying, admittedly. Clears out my Taunter, and then he can trade against one of my creatures. Smart move. Stops me from using multi-shot. Another explosive shot comes along. Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? I really want to keep a creature on the board doing damage, so we'll do this. Swing for a little bit. Oh jeez, man, that turn where I did things wrong was really silly. I could have just traded the owl in for the boar and then used multi-shot to kill the other 2. And then attacked with my bear. He had the drain life to kill the bear, but yeah, I was being very silly here. Alright, please play another creature so I can multi-shot you. Oh no, that's not good. It's too many creatures. These swarm creatures are no good. Well, I got a multi-shot. I just don't have a choice. Hopefully it hits the bear at least. Did. Excellent. Now I will do this. Lay an explosive trap and swing for damage. Every single litty-bitty point of damage counts here. So he's going to go down to 6 with the explosive trap. He'll be dead in 3 turns, and his creatures are going to die. So I really need him not to have any healing here. That's what I really need him to have. Ah, god. Well, that's annoying. So I've used my flare. I've used my multi-shot. Oh, no, he played that. Oh, that's weird. So with this Blood Imp's going to die on the explosive trap. So it's like saving the Squire's life to kill the Blood Imp. Ah, this also is very good. I see now. That all makes sense. Okay. So run in, there's the explosive trap, yada yada. Blood Imp dies. These guys stay where they are because of the way that buffing works. He's gonna really need to attack my wolf here, and he does so. I don't have a creature left with which to use Hunter's Mark, which is a bit sad. Dark Scale Healer though, that's fine. So we'll do this. Heal up. And yeah, I just need him not to have any healing. So no Siphon Soul, no Earthen Ring Farseers, and he's dead in 2 turns. He's not gonna. This is not gonna kill me in time, and he's got not enough cards to really burn me out. So as long as he doesn't have any, as long as he does, I'm fine. This is not a problem. All it does is kill my creature. I don't care about that. That's not a problem either. I survive. He can get me down to 10, but with one card, a Warlock's not going to burn you out. So we'll do this. And in the event that he does draw a heal, I want this Buzzard in my hand. Because the extra mana doesn't really matter. I want to make sure it doesn't die. So let's see if you can top deck a heal card.
Well played.
I hope that's not a heal card. Ah, he's going out in style. Always go out in style, kids. Always go out in style. Kill yourself whenever you can. So yeah, my hero ability as a hunter here was really good. Gotta say. Of course, another hero ability might have let me win another way, but whatever. 4 wins, pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. It would appear, and the data for this is very preliminary at this time, but it would appear that Blizzard redistributed the wealth a little bit. They made like, you know, 7, 8, and 9 give a little gold. At least is what it seems like. Don't quote me on this, but it seems like 7, 8, and 9 give a little less, and the other ranks give a little more, which I'm just fine with. Suck on my cock. That... well, it's not a very priestly name, but I guess it's fine. Explosive Trap is a hard call. There's so many cards that this is just not good against, but there are some cases where it would be great to have, so we'll keep it. We'll keep kind of removal heavy hand here. Gladiator's Longbow, wow, I haven't seen that in a while. So yeah, this is a lot of stuff that can't be played onto an empty board. Spellbreaker. I'd use it on a Northshire Cleric, on a Light Spawn, of course, on a Lightwell. Timberwolf, well... the problem is, okay, I play the Timberwolf, my opponent plays a creature, the Timberwolf's gonna die. Unless I use like Deadly Shot to kill it. So I'm not gonna play Timberwolf just yet. We're gonna wait. I have 2 Starving Buzzards in this deck. Pretty decent odds I'll get one of them, and then I can drop the Timberwolf and get a card, or like get another beast down, then play the Timberwolf for a buff. You know, it's fine. Marchant Squire would have been nice a little bit earlier.
The light protects me.
Now, obviously, me using Steady Shot is doing nothing if he just, because it gives him an opportunity to use his heal. So that's kind of sad. Alright, I hope it's like a Chillwind Yeti or something worth Deadly Shotting. Ogre Magi, that is probably worth Deadly Shotting. Definitely there are worse things in this game, but it's a pretty good one. Do I play the Timberwolf here? Again, by the same logic, I don't think it's correct to play the Timberwolf there. I mean, yes, it's dealing extra damage and whatnot, but there's just too high of a risk that it will just die.
Join or die.
Cult Master. I don't think I can kill that thing. That's annoying. Well, I could have if I had played the Timberwolf. Alright, here's what we'll do. I'll, Deadly Shot here. Or Steady Shot here. And we'll lay an Explosive Trap. So, there's a risk. There is a risk. The risk is that, my opponent will buff this guy's health with a Power Word Shield. And that would be very sad, of course, but I'm willing to take that chance. And if he does just, you know, attack into me and the Explosive Shot kills it, then 1 for 1 is fine. So he's attacking my Argent Squire very sagely. Alright, here he's just praying I don't have a multi-shot. Luckily for me, I do. Would I rather use that or an Explosive Shot? Explosive Shot's a bit more, what do you say, like, consistent, a bit more reliable. It's not quite as random. So while the multi-shot is good, I figure I should use that. Okay, well, card-wise, he's got 7 to my 6 plus a secret. The secret could be a total whiff. This, well, we don't have that many creatures out yet.
Embrace the void.
Ah, that's annoying. Well, here's where Gladiator Longbow is pretty good. Okay, so Sea Giant. It's actually been remarkably bad in the games. Maybe it's because I have a lot of removal, but yeah, it's just been the full 10 mana here. And Mind Control now costs 10 mana, so I don't have to worry about that yet, but at the same time, I don't have anything to play here. This is a very unfortunate 9 mana. I only have 8. Oh, man. Do I waste the Kodo? God, I hate wasting stuff. I could use Explosive Shot and play a Wild Pyromancer. The Explosive Shot and this do the same total damage. God, I wish I could just play this. I wish I could play this so badly, but I can't. I'm gonna waste the silence just to put this thing on the board. And this, kids, is why I'm not like all the way on board the silence wagon. It's just this kind of stuff happens too often. I think it would have been wrong to wait any longer to put stuff on the board. It just needed to happen. So thank God this wasn't the owl. At least it's a 4/3 body, but I'm in a little bit of trouble here. Because we're getting up to the point where Mind Control is 2 turns away, so my Sea Giant might not be long for this world. You could also have a Shadow Word Death. There's just a lot of answers to this, and it's only really going to get to swing once. Okay, Stampeding Kodo here, obviously no good. We'll do this, swing for 4, and pass the turn. So it looks like I'm going to be using this guy to kill off the Boulder Fist Ogre. That way, at least if he does Mind Control it on the following turn, the Explosive Shot will be able to finish it off. Now, what's interesting is I have 2 Explosive Shots, so if I had drawn Azure Drake, and he had played something that wasn't stealthy, I could have Explosive Shotted it, and it would have killed the Boulder Fist Ogre. As it is, though, it only deals 2 damage to adjacent enemies. Man, maybe I should have played this Timberwolf earlier. It would have, you know, let me kill stuff. Okay, we're gonna use... Let's see. Do I play around Mind Control? Or do I erase? I'm gonna use the Kodo. I'll do this. And we'll swing for 8 damage. So the idea here is that if he does Mind Control, it's his whole turn. And then I can use Hunter's Mark and Explosive Shot to finish it off. He's got it. Motherfucker. So is he going to attack with this Tiger? He's going to do the trade. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's draw a card. See what we get. Ascension. Kidoke. So I can Hunter's Mark. I really wish he had played something else for me to Explosive Shot so I could like kill this as a stray. Do that. I don't want to play this and have it die to the Sea Giant. I'd rather lose this thing. But then again, if he has removal for this, then I'm in trouble if I don't play stuff. Alright, we'll do this. And we'll put a Hunter's Mark on the Giant. Well, Mind Control being 10 mana rather than 8 helped, but it didn't help enough. I took a risk that he didn't have it, and the risk didn't pay off. He's a priest, he can heal. I don't think I'm going to be able to race him down. Boy, I think I'm going to lose this game. Suck on my cock is going to beat me here.
I wonder.
Another Tiger. More heals. Can't quite burn him out. Flesh-eating Ghoul. I mean, sure. Alright, we'll play this thing. I guess I probably should have played it some time ago, but I have 2 buzzards in here. I just never drew them. Watch, I'll draw one on the next turn. He's got too many cards for me to race him out. I just couldn't quite get him close enough with this Explosive Shot, or Explosive Trap. See, I got him down to 5 health. Not quite there. Don't have any burn, don't have any arcane shots. Does he have a removal for this Flesh-Eating Ghoul? He doesn't, interestingly. Alright, well, steady shot to protect my Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Explosive Shot to protect my Ascension. Swing for 4 damage. It's got 5 cards. Oh, that is so many cards. It's like almost impossible for him not to have, you know, something here that would save him. Oh, yeah. I figured he had to have something, because he could have killed the flesh-eating ghoul last turn, but he didn't. So the fact that he kept it around means he had something in his back pocket.
Put this apple on your head.
Knife juggler. And a ooze. 50-50 chance to kill my ghoul. It whiffs, so he's going to use the Scarlet Crusader. Ah, boy. Iron for Grizzly. It is looking pretty bad. Do I even have any outs? I don't think I have any outs at this point. He's just got 4 extra cards on me, basically. Trying to think what my best cards are. I don't think he attacked with that.
Not quite what was planned.
Put this apple on your head.
Well, they appear to have fixed the panda bug. That's good. Ah, it always sucks losing to someone named Suck on Macaque. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and concede. I don't really see any reason to play on. If it weren't a priest, I could have burned him out with my hero ability, but since it was a priest, I lose. Anyway, I'm pretty happy to get to 4 wins, especially because I haven't played in a while. And I think 4-win rewards are better now, although I don't have too much hard data to back that up. So, yeah, we'll actually get to find out in this video if I lose this next game exactly what the 4-win situation is. It used to be that like half the time you'd get 0 gold. So I hope they fix that. I got 1 win recently. It was my first time getting 1 win. And I got 30 gold for it, which is a lot for just a single win. So I wonder if that's just lucky, or if Blizzard, just made the arena friendlier and essentially less expensive in a kind of stealthy way by giving more rewards at all the levels that are early on. Zomboni! Alright, nice name.
Let the hunt begin.
Okay, we'll send back the explosive shot. We'll keep the ghoul, though. So I got this on turn 1 and this on turn 2 with the coin. Seems like a good start. Okay, now I don't have to use the coin, although this is just a 2-2 at the moment. It doesn't have any synergy with my other cards quite yet. Oh, he's got something. Shield Bearer. Well, I'd rather see that than like a Blood Imp, I suppose. Eh. Okay, well, we'll see what he does before deciding. I might play this, or I could coin this. It sort of depends. The extra health on this is nice. That's a bit frustrating. So here, I think I will play the Scavenging Hyena, and I'm gonna hide. I'm not gonna attack that thing, and the reason is that I don't want this Novice Engineer just to get the free kill on my Worgen. I'd like to wait and see. Oh god, well now I wish I had attacked. Oh boy, that was awful. That was so terrible. Ah, shit. That was really annoying.
Why do you call?
Okie doke. Well, I think this is the time for an explosive trap. So yeah, we'll pass the turn. And then 3 of these creatures are going to get taken out, and this will be left at 1 health. This is why Explosive Trap is a surprisingly good card. It seems like, oh, well, if he has big stuff, it can get wasted or whatever. My opponent, very savvy, uses one of the creatures that he's pretty sure is going to die to trade off my creature. Smart move. Still, it's a good. I'm in good shape, though, with that. It's not a problem at all. Because now I get to play Sen'jin and then Darkscale Healer. Only problem is that I'd never used this coin. I kind of wish I had coined out the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. The extra life might have been nice, but that's life. I can actually play this, but I don't need cards at the moment. I've got all the cards I need, so we'll just play that. Hang on to this for later in the game when I feel like I need more cards. Notice how much better this game is going, because everything I have is like stuff you can play into an empty board. You can just play it. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, that was a pretty good Shadow Bolt and good use of the Warden's health. He's going to draw a card after doing everything, which of course is a mistake. You should always draw cards first, but it's hard to remember that, so I'm not going to hold it against him. We got a Flare in case he plays a Blood Imp later. I don't see any particular reason to do the Gnomish Inventor. If I could Gnomish Inventor coin Ghoul, I would, but that's 7 mana, and I only have 6 with a coin, so we'll just do the Darkscale Healer here. Very big body, threatening to kill off his big Taunter here. Gotta say, I am unimpressed with Hunter's Mark. I mean, it's better if you can get some Swarm, like Unleash the Hounds or other Swarm creatures, and I have none in this deck. But it's definitely not like, you know, as unconditionally good as I thought it was. Alright, he's gonna pop Divine Shield and kill my Darkscale Healer. I don't have removal for this, unfortunately, and there's a taunt. Aha! Look at this. Well, do I play that? Yeah, I'm gonna play that. That seems really good. So we'll do that. I'm gonna hang on to this flare. I don't really need that just yet. And we'll pass the turn. So, yeah, the best thing he could have is a Mortal Coil that would let him use the Argent Commander and then Mortal Coil to finish off my Kodo and draw a card. He's got a high life total, so we're getting to the point where I start to fall really far behind because he can now, like, life tap with impunity pretty much and just get slowly farther and farther ahead on cards. Oh, he's going for broke here. That 4 health is a bit of a problem. How do we do this? I could play the Ghoul, kill this, leave the Demolisher around. I don't really want to do that. That seems pretty silly. Could play the Longbow, kill the Bear, kill the Demolisher. That also works. I think that's fine. I don't want to kill the Argent Commander here, because then the Demolisher would have a 50-50 chance at finishing my Kodo off. I don't really like that. So actually doing alright on cards, even with his life tapping. And I'm going to have some more card advantage in a moment with this weapon.
Just me and Mr.
He's got the Swarm. Such a nifty animation, I love that. Okay, so here... This guy will die to the Gnomish Inventor. The Dragonlane mechanic does less damage though, and I'm getting pretty low on health. So yeah, we're gonna do the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Always draw cards first. Zero Drake, okay. Kill that. Play the Argent Squire here.
Blood protects me.
And I could Hunter's Mark preemptively. No, I think I'd better hang on to that. Coin Flare seems kind of silly, so we'll pass the turn. So I'm catching up on cards a bit with this Azure Drake, and I can cycle the Flare later on. It's got 3 cards, plenty of health to switch to life tap, so you can get further and further ahead. It's a bit dicey. The Azure Drake, if that doesn't hang around, I might be in trouble.
I've got a huge gun.
Okay. Does he have a Mortal Coil, or is he going to use the Dragonling? Is he going to use Mr. Bitey? Gonna life tap after spending 5 mana, so it's a little bit of imprecise play from this opponent. And he's still doing fine. Alright, he's gonna do that. My Divine Shield was gonna kill it anyways. It would be nice if I had gotten some kind of buff in this deck. Alas. Sea Giant. Can I play this and Sea Giant? This will cost... Nope. Oh, I can. Hang on. I think I can. This is 5 mana. This will be 5. I can actually do that. So we're gonna do the Azure Drake. Use, like, the latest coin ever to play Sea Giant. And you know what? Let's just trade his stuff off. Well, I could use Hunter's Mark and kill it, but then, like, what if he plays something big? This thing isn't doing anything anyway. He's not a paladin. Alright, we're gonna just swing for damage. We'll do that. Seems fine. So if he plays a big creature, I can use Hunter's Mark and pop Divine Shield. And he does have this 8/8 to deal with. Siphon Soul will take care of it, but that is 6 mana, so it'd be most of his turn.
I've got a huge
Another Stormpike Commando. I'm not too bothered by it.
Squire, attend me.
We keep wishing he'd play something bigger, but no dice. Oh my god, Explosive Shot is really good right here. Yoink. That feels good. So everything dies. Oh shoot, I should always draw cards. Well, I was almost certainly going to do that, but here's the time for the Flare because this is not really good stuff here. Let's get a better card. Questing Adventure. All right, fair deal. Let's play Questing Adventure and Timberwolf and swing for 9 damage. All right, this was a real back and forth game, but I feel like we're turning around. I could have used Hunter's Mark to give this guy +1/+1, but it's kind of pointless. It still dies to Shadow Bolts and whatnot, and he still has this 8/8 to deal with, so we're in really good shape. We managed to hit him in a moment where he didn't have anything good. He just had those like endless Stormpike commandos, and it just wasn't good enough. And he might also have fallen behind because he keeps drawing cards after doing other stuff first, which you should never do. Can I win? Let's see. This guy can hit for 5, 6, +8 is 14. Yeah. So we'll do this. We'll do this. I've also got this.
Quest accepted.
Yeah, it's gonna be more than enough. And that is a win against Zomboni the Warlock. 5 wins! Happy to have 5 wins. I don't know if I'll call 5 wins a success in the arena. Those of you who remember from back in the day, coming up with terminology. What is this? Is this a gold key? They all look like they're gold to me. I have no idea what this is, and I'll never know. Well, maybe I will know if I go Google it, I suppose. But anyway, 5 wins is, I don't know, it's decent. I think it's pretty good. You're well above average if you can make it up to 5. 6 wins I call a success. I don't think I want to shift success down to 5 though. That would be like making it a little bit too easy for me. But yeah, we're one win away from a successful arena, and I might get lucky and get 2 wins. I think I would need to beat the odds here. I would say that my odds of getting up to 7 are below 50% rather than higher than 50%, but you never know. It's one of the fun things about the game. Sometimes your opponents, get amazing top decks and you lose terribly. But other times you're the one who gets the luck. Bookends 02 the Mage. All right.
Begin.
Well, oh man, I can't keep this. I can't stomach that or that or that. Let's just get some. Can I please get some what is it? Empty boarding. Give me some empty boarding deck. Something I can play onto an empty board. All right. Well, that'll kind of do, I suppose. So at the moment, turn 1, turn 2, and then coin, and then this guy on turn 3.
Greetings, traveler.
Okay, nothing for her on turn 1. I'm just as happy to see that as anything else. Light protects you a little bit from my opponent's hero ability here. So I could play the Wild Pyromancer because it has bigger stats, but the problem is that then using the coin would burn out my Argent Squire. I could also coin out this bear, but that seems kind of silly. Let's just go ahead and stay on curve. We'll play the Scavenging Hyena,
Fight.
swing, and see what my opponent wants to say for herself. Because if I play the bear and she kills the bear, that will actually buff the hyena, so it'll impede some of her options. She might end up finding that she has to use removal on this when what she really wants to do is kill the bear. Okay. Well, Deadly Shot's no good. This coin is stupid. We'll just play the bear here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trade my Squire for the little Boarling, because it's going to die anyway to hero ability eventually. And now my opponent can use hero ability plus the Razorfin Hunter to kill my bear, but then of course this hyena is around. Now she could have a Frostbolt for the hyena, but again, if you ask your opponent enough questions, eventually they might run out of answers. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for here, is maybe my opponent doesn't have a way to deal with the situation. Arcane Explosion is actually a very good way of dealing with it, because now she can hero ability. Oh no! Oh my god, she messed up! She messed up! Oh geez. Well, remember folks, always kill hyenas first. That's why. So this thing, well, she can kill it next turn with her hero ability, but that's kind of a big deal. Because first of all, it's committing 2/5 of next turn's mana, and second of all, I'm dealing 4 extra damage to her, and when you're up against a hunter, you don't want to take 4 extra damage. That's like 2 fewer turns I need to kill her with Steady Shot now. That was a big deal. All right. Oh man, is that a Vaporize? Balls. Well, always check for Mirror Entity before you check for Vaporize, so let's check for Mirror Entity. Ah, it's Mirror Entity. Okay, that's fine.
Do you like to play with fire?
I'm gonna kill this thing. I could use Deadly Shot for it, definitely. But I don't want her to have any creatures on the board, especially one that deals damage when she casts spells, because as a mage, she's going to have spells. There's a billion and one ways for all this stuff to die right now, but we're hanging in there. I got this coin, so I could actually, if she plays a creature, accelerate out a Sea Giant, or accelerate out the Gladiator's Longbow, or if it's like a Sunwalker, I could just Deadly Shot. So I have a lot of answers here, which is nice. Oh man, I really wish this Wild Pyromancer, weren't here, basically, because this sucks. I have to, I can Deadly Shot to kill the Ogre, which is great and all, but then my guys go down to 1 health. So what I think I want to do instead... Oh, hang on. Oh, this is awkward. This is really awkward. Because if I coin out a Sea Giant, then this guy's going to get burned. And my team will get burned. Then if I Hunter's Mark the Ogre, my guys are going to die. So what's the right way of doing this? I don't think there is a right way. I think because if I Hunter's Mark and then coin, they still die. Shit. That's this guy is so annoying. Oh man. Okay. I think I really want to get this Sea Giant out. That's just a top priority for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coin. And then Sea Giant. And these guys are both going to die anyway, so I might as well trade them both in. Oh my god, that Wild Pyromancer was really frustrating there, because it screwed up my whole turn. It would have been so great if I could have just Hunter's Marked. Well, no, I guess I wouldn't have had the option. But even if I could have Hunter's Marked, traded it in, and then coined. The problem is, I had to coin and play this before any creatures died, which meant that I had to do it while the Wild Pyromancer was still in play. So there was no way to avoid that. So yeah, she has 6 cards. If one of them's a Polymorph, I'm suddenly in a lot of trouble.
What to do? What to do?
Well, but if she plays like a Sunwalker here, or another Ogre, then Deadly Shot and I'm in the game, especially if I draw something that's 4 mana or less. Wow, she's sneaking for a lot. That makes me hope she does not have a Polymorph. Well, Ice Lance is Desperation for sure. So she saved, it's 1 mana, heal 8. That's kind of good, I guess. I would have liked to have a Silence here, but I'll settle for an Explosive Shot. And let's play the Worgen, actually. I want to have it down on the board in case she plays something big and I need to use Hunter's Mark for it at some point. And plus, if this guy, she didn't have a Polymorph, I'm almost certain. So if this can swing for 8 damage even once, that'll be really great. Because I've got 10 damage here. My hero ability, she does have it. Oh, I didn't see what card it was. Was it what she just top decked or was she holding on to it all along? Well, now we'll never know. So I've got 10 damage here, 12, 14. Yeah, the fact that I didn't get to attack with that giant was really irritating. I will come out of stealth, that's fine. So basically, if this guy gets to swing, she's down to 12. This is another 10 damage, down to 2. She's gonna die if she doesn't have healing or taunt, so I figure it's worth a shot. Wind Fury Harpy, leaving her enough damage to ping this off. Very fair. Explosive Trap. That's nice, it's more damage. Alright, we'll do the Deadly Shot. Steady Shot. Swing. And I'm gonna lay this out. Okay, Hunter's Mark again being useless. It was almost useful, but just not quite. I guess I could have like not played the Sea Giant, I suppose. But anyway, now I've got the damage in my hand to kill her. She needs taunt, or else it's over, pretty much. She would also, of course, need to get rid of this creature. Frostbolt. That's annoying. If I could get, you know, an Owl or a Spellbreaker, I think they're both still in here. That would actually be really amazing. I could silence this and get 5 extra damage through. Any chance of that deck? Starving Buzzard. Not what I need. Alright, well, we'll do this. Steady Shot. And yeah, let's just go for the kill. That seems fine. So I'm threatening the kill. She has to have Taunt or a lot of life gain. No, life gain's not enough because of my hero ability. She has to have Taunt or it's over. Or she needs to, like, Frostbolt me or something. Alright, she doesn't have it. And that's just another lesson, folks, of why Taunt is good. If any one of these 5 cards had been a Taunter, she could have very realistically hung in there and won the game. Although my Steady Shot was going to kill her in 2 turns. So, yeah, it was fine. Alright, we have a success. What's this key? I don't know what this key is. The silver key? Platinum key? Diamond key? No, it's not a diamond key. It looks like platinum to me. Whatever. It's a key of some sort. So we got another key. We're up to 6 wins. It's a success. You know, it's interesting. I used to really care about getting to 7 wins. Not so much anymore. I have a day job. I make enough money that I can pay for the arena. It'll take a long time for this gold to dwindle away. So whatever. 6 wins. It's a success in my books. I'm in the top, you know, 14% of the population or whatever it was, the math. And that's good enough for me. I feel like that's good enough that if I'm the one making videos, you know, I'm in like the top 14%, top 7, or like top 1 of 7 people. That's good enough to justify my existence as a guy who makes Hearthstone videos on YouTube. Alright, so here it's tricky. Questing Adventure is tempting because I'm second and I can keep the coin and use it, but I honestly just don't even want to do that. We're just going to keep this bear. It drops on turn 3. It's an empty border, and hopefully we can get some of one-drop action here. I don't remember the last time I've seen this card. It's been a while. So we got a 1-drop, which is great. Our mulligan paid off. Gonna play this on turn 1. And I'm gonna coin out a... Oh, God, I hate this. He can make a 1/1 recruit, and I can't play the buzzard, and I threaten to put the bear out later. Okay. Well, actually, that's actually good. So he made a loot hoarder. What I could do is I could trade, accept card disadvantage, and play this, hope it sticks. Then I can play the bear, draw a card, be back equal. The buzzard, obviously, I don't want to let the loot hoarder kill. I could coin the bear out, but I'd rather take the creature off the board against a paladin. So we're going to do this. We're going to give him the card advantage, play the buzzard, and then hope that next turn I can play the bear, draw a card off of it, have a taunt protecting my buzzard, and start to get some damage on. We'll see how it goes. Well, he's going to make a recruit. That's fine.
Reporting for duty.
So with Dark Iron Dwarf or Blessing of Might, he could kill off my bear, but that's life. You got to take risks. Flare, that's cute. So in the olden times, this I would have totally killed the Silverhand Recruit and gone down to 1 health. This is here for the cards, not for the damage, but I don't want to throw it away. I want to make him actually work for it if he wants to kill it.
Your magic shall not.
That is a pretty good Spellbreaker. Like, crazy good. Lets him kill my buzzard. Oh, alas. So, here, I could coin out the tiger, but I might as well just play the Animal Companion. It's about as good. And, yeah, so we'll do this, and we'll swing for 4 damage. Do I flare for the card? No, because I might actually want to get rid of a secret. Like, if he plays a secret right now, it's almost certainly going to be Noble Sacrifice. It's perfect against this pig. I can go booyah, flare, and then be fine.
Silver moon shall not fall.
That's annoying. All right. Well, I don't want to give him any value off of this, so I guess we'll use the owl. What else am I doing with the turn, though? I guess I'll be flaring. I don't want to flare, though. Ah, man, this sucks. I could just ignore him, coin the Savannah Highmane, accept that this Divine Shield will pop and kill my Huffer.
I wonder.
I could also play the Stranglethorn Tiger. But this has as much health as the tiger does, so I don't really see much reason. Man, I want to. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do this. And okay, so I will flare then. No, I don't want to flare. I don't want to lose the potential to get rid of secrets. So we'll go do that. We'll trade. I'll steady shot, and I'll pass the turn. That's Silver Moon Guardian. I gotta say, it was a very, very good drop for him. Stop me from putting down my big creatures. Shikaik, interesting name. Deadly Shot would be pretty great here, I gotta say. Not a chance. Well, here's the time then for the Savannah Highmane, I think. So he does get to kill my owl, but the owl kind of helped, so it's alright. And then the Savannah Highmane's actually big enough to kill the Fen Creeper and live to tell about it. As long as he doesn't have any more silences, I'll be fine. Alright, he's got a lot of big stuff here. Okay. Explosive Shot does not quite kill the Questing Adventurer, unless I play the Wild Pyromancer. Then Explosive Shot would actually kill them both.
I wonder.
Okay, we'll do that. That's fine. So we'll kill this thing, this intermediary here. Play this. Explosive Shot. We'll kill that. The Wild Pyromancer will finish that off. And we'll pass the turn. So now I need to remember not to play any spells, because I don't want these guys to die. My opponent wants to kill this and then play Consecration to kill off the hyenas, but at the moment, because he has no creatures on the board, can't kill this easily. If he makes a 1/1 recruit, I will totally use the Wild Pyromancer. Oh, geez. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. So the Avenging Wrath resolves before the hyenas pop out, which is interesting because it means that these hyenas were safe from it. So he dealt a bunch of damage to me, but it wasn't actually that good. Wow, that's good to know. Okay, so we'll play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. I think I'm in good shape now. Don't let paladins keep creatures. And let's make a tiger, which is awesome here. So yeah, we're doing great now. He's got 6 cards to my 7. I'm not going to count the coin. Flare will replace itself. Wild Pyromancer is dead, so I can actually flare now. This isn't a problem. Who's over champion? It's a bit annoying. That is definitely a bit annoying. Haha. Alright, you do that. So the issue here is that if I, okay, so after I silence this, I can kill it with my tiger, but then the tiger will be at 2 health, everything will die to Consecration. I'm not super jazzed about that. Let's go ahead and see if I can get a better answer with Flare. Multi-shot is not a better answer. So yeah, I guess we have to silence this thing. I could ignore it and try to race. What is this, 7-9? Ah, I think that's actually correct here. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna race him out, or try to anyway. We'll steady shot. And let's put this guy down.
The light protects me.
And see what he can do. So he can gain 2 health off the True Silver Champion, but then he's only at 10. And I've got a lot of damage on the field, and I'm a hunter, and I've got Explosive Trap for some extra damage. Alright, looks like he's just got creatures. Unless he has a Defender of Argus here. With his last 4 mana, I should be in good shape. Ah, he's attacking my creature, so he's desperate. If he had a better answer, he would have just attacked me for the life gain. The fact that he's going further down in life just to kill a creature is a sign of desperation. So does he have the Defender of Argus? Because he pretty much has to. Alright, no, we make it to 7 wins! Woo! Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is actually, folks, I'll try not to be too sentimental, but this is actually my first money arena. Ooh, Sapphire. I'm pretty sure this is the Sapphire key. This is my first money arena since my girlfriend broke up with me. So it's a real special one. What should we call it? In your face, bitch? No, 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 no. She's a good person. She's a good person. I don't know. Maybe I'll call it that way anyway, and I'll tell her that it was a joke if she ever does for some reason happen to watch these videos. That's funny. Anyway, yeah, I'm just so happy to make it to 7 wins. I really didn't think I would. I got my second loss when I was at 4 wins, so I think I really beat a lot of odds making it up to 7. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, Felwyn the Warrior. Whatever, it's all good. If I lose, I'm kind of hungry. I'll go eat. Whatever, man. We're just here to have fun. So I'll keep the Starving Buzzard. I don't really plan to play it on turn 2, though. I'd really like to play it on turn 3, Starving Buzzard, then the Timberwolf, get a card. Don't really want to play it on turn 2. There's just too many ways for it to die. And I don't want to play the Timberwolf on turn 1 either. Maybe I should have, you know what? Maybe I should have just empty boarded. God, is that like a term I'm trying to coin? Empty boarding? Maybe I should have just mulliganed more to try to get more stuff. Okay, well here, there's a risk of, if I let this Leopard Gnome live, there's a chance that if I play the Buzzard and the Timberwolf on turn 3, he'll have a better answer for it. I'll take that chance. I want to try to play for value here. And whatever, we'll see if it's a mistake. It'll be educational. So the other option was to play the Timberwolf and try to trade. Okay, it looks like it might not have been a good play what I did, but it's kind of working out because he didn't have a follow-up, so he's not really being too aggressive here. If I make the Buzzard and the Wolf, the Leopard Gnome will just kill the Buzzard, and then I'll have the Wolf around, but then I'll be able to play the Sen'jin on the following turn that I just drew to protect the Wolf, so sure. We'll do it. Alright, we got 2 Sen'jins. I didn't even know I had 2 Sen'jins in this deck. Oh, anyway, that's cool. So, he'll probably kill the Buzzard now with the Leopard Gnome, unless he plays a Whirlwind or a Cleave, which is also possible. Cleave, okay. Letting the Leopard Gnome live. I'm alright with that, though, because now I can play the Sen'jin, which is nice. And then I'm not even really planning to attack into this Leopard Gnome. I'm planning just to Stampeding Kodo and never look back. So it's good. I've got a good empty board kind of hand, except for the Spellbreaker and the Kodo. Everything can go down. Arcanite Reaper, that's actually really good under these circumstances. It kills everything I have, and he's got a lot of health, so the damage doesn't really matter. Balls. So I could play the Grizzly and try to waste the Arcanite Reaper on an inferior creature. The problem is that I don't have anything left to do with my remaining 2 mana. So I feel like it's kind of a risky move. Let's just Kodo to kill the Gnome. And let him kill my Kodo and just accept that he got card advantage. So this is a case where the Arcanite Reaper is like at its best. It's kind of a stalemate coming out of the game, coming out of the early game, and then you just play it when you have plenty of health. Okay, so he's gonna get to kill even more stuff. That's awesome. I'm glad that happened. Alright. Well, we'll use the bear and a deadly shot to kill off Mr. Greenskin here. Okay, well, whatever. Made it to 7 wins. I could have just as easily, you know, encountered this guy, like, you know, in one of my last 2 games and gotten crushed and not made it to 7. So pretty happy that I played him later rather than earlier. It's good. And it's not over yet, but after assuming he uses this Reaper to kill my bear, he'll have 6 cards to my 5, so I'm just kind of behind on cards, and I'm behind on the play. Oh, that's not good. That is not good.
Play with fire?
So he's gonna use the Pyromancer, that's smart. Okay. And hit me for 6. Well, here is where I either silence this or I use this newly top-decked Gladiator Longbow. Let's go ahead and silence it,
Your magic shall not.
because it also lets me play a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. And I figure the more stuff I can put on the board, the better. I am nowhere close to being able to burn him out with this Longbow, and he's a warrior, but the fact that I can like kill 2 pretty big things without taking damage is pretty important because I'm low on life and don't have any way to gain it in this deck. He could very easily burn me out with weapons. Well, not very easily, but he could definitely burn me out with weapons.
You gotta be kidding me!
That's unfortunate because it's got 6 health, and 6 health is more than this longbow can deal. All right, well, we have to do it anyway, though, so we're gonna do this, and
I hunt alone.
I have to throw something away. I guess we'll throw away the Spellbreaker and kill that. It's unfortunate now the Novice Engineer can kill off my Ghoul. That's definitely sad. Next turn at 9 mana, I can like play this and this engine, or this engine and the Tiger. I still have this weapon, so I might be able to kill something, but if he plays another big thing, like the Ventricle Mercenary having 6 health was just brutal, I might be in a lot of trouble.
Try this.
Ah, it's a pretty good answer to my situation. Oh my god, this charging is killing me. Okay, so I'm low. Very, very, very low. Explosive Shot doesn't quite do it. So we'll... Well, I might have to do this anyway. Just to get rid of his stuff, you know. Okay, we'll do it. We'll play a Questing Adventure. And we'll do Explosive Shot. And then we'll do the least impressive Gladiator Longbow of all time. Pass the turn. Well, that's the advantage of getting your opponent low on health, is that you kind of force him to make bad plays like that. Killing off a 4/1 creature with a 5/1 immune weapon. These are decent cards, definitely, but if he plays just really big stuff, he'll outclass me completely and win. Or even if he just attacks me and then like puts out another Arcanite Reaper, he wins as well. So yeah, well played by my opponent, well drafted and well played. Looks like he has the answer for my Questing Adventure. Cruel Taskmaster is a good answer because it puts a creature on the board while taking a creature off of my board. That is unfortunate.
Glory to the Sindora.
And that's just a creature. Okay. Well, it's not technically over yet. This technically holds up the fort, but he'll have 3 cards to help deal with it. So we'll do this for sure. And although it's tempting to draw the card, I'd rather do this to put a bigger creature down and to increase my potential to remove whatever threats he places. Arcanite Reaper is bad news. That's also bad news. So now he can just trade these 2 creatures in. And, oh no, I'm saying silly things. He can just use them to attack. So I am very close to death. The weapon will kill me. Any of his creatures will kill me. Oh boy, let's draw a card. See what we can get. Wild Pyromancer, alright. Glad that happened. We'll do this. And it's very unlikely here that he's gonna miss that he has, 10 damage and I have 6 health. But whatever. You never know what people do. He could just, use the Arcanite Reaper on my creature and trade stuff off. Gorehowl. I got Gyro Blasted. Well, that's a good way to end the arena. Anyway, I'm very happy with that run. So I showed that I'm not a terrible player. I make it to 7 wins. I make back my entry fee. And I have fun. It's really good to be back, folks. It's good to be back. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this run, do please consider liking the video and or subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate the support. It helps me a lot. And let's now commence our post-run rituals, starting with the prize for 7 wins. 3 boxes. We got 150 gold, a pack, and 20 gold. Hey, even a little bit of a surplus there. 20 gold. It's pretty good. So let's take a look next at our pack. Nothing special, and I'm pretty sure I have all these. So let's go ahead into crafting mode. Why am I getting 75? Oh, right, because one of them is like a... Oh, hang on. Can I see? Can I see what's new? Dope. I want to see... Oh, I don't remember what I got. Anyway, I must have gotten a card that, like, disenchants for its full value. Yeah, one of these commons disenchants for 40 dust, because when Blizzard changes a card, if you disenchant that card, you get the full dust. So, like, that way, if before the patch you had crafted it with dust, you don't feel screwed if the card is nerfed. But anyway, that means I just get, like, 35 extra dust, which is nice. So, got a lot of dust here. We might be crafting some legendaries at some point. I could use Ragnaros, I suppose. That's kind of a big one. And Ysera are sort of the two most popular ones I don't have. But maybe I'll get a class-specific one for fun. Who knows? Here's a sneak peek at our next arena. It's going to be Warrior, Mage, or Priest. I'm inclined to do Priest, but we'll see how many videos there have been of each of these, and we'll make the choice accordingly. So before we head out today, I just want to make a quick comment to those of you who are still here, those of you who watch the full video and stick around to the very bitter end to hear whatever stupid jibber-jabber Papa Boris may have to say. Let me just end with a quick little personal message, if I may. I just want to say I really appreciated all the support that folks gave me while I was on my break from this channel due to certain heartbreaking circumstances in my personal life. And I just wanted to say, if you got a special someone in your house right now, when this video ends, close your computer, turn off your monitor, close your browser, walk up to that special someone, be it a special man, a special lady, or a special person who defies gender boundaries, and just give him a huge kiss. For no reason whatsoever, because you know what? Someday you might regret every kiss you didn't take. And if you don't have a special someone, I have a message for you too. Don't think you're getting off scot-free. If you don't have a special someone in your life, go on OkCupid or whatever the dating website is in your corner of the world and go frickin' find someone. Because if you're alone, if you're single, you can only wait for so long for the perfect person to fall into your lap. Sometimes you just got to go out there and work for it. So that's it from me. Thanks so much for listening. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's great to be back, and I'll see you for more arena action tomorrow. Till then,